up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and you already know what time it is.
Disco time.
Valentine's Day. Yep, as you all go out with your friends or date, I'm stuck here being hella alone. But it's cool. I'm alright. And let's just get straight to the video. Today's a story time. Wow, this is gonna be epic. Okay, so this story is just weird, I guess. This happened in around 5th grade. And us kids were just introduced to band instruments as a middle school band played for us. It was that time to pick if you were going to be a band nerd or a normal edgy teen. Not for me though. I already had and knew how to play my instrument a little in 4th grade. You see, when I was in 4th grade, for at least until December, I had lived in New Jersey, and they gave me a list of instruments I could play in their band. Me being a small child, I didn't want to play an instrument that my brothers picked, and since my big brother was a percussionist and Boronic HD picked the saxophone, I decided to point my finger on a random instrument. And I guess I got lucky because I got randomly picked trombone. So anyways, back to 5th grade. My friend told me he already knew what he wanted to play and that he would tell me during math class, and that was alright until he told me what he wanted to play. A clarinet. Me being a little dumb and the worst child ever, I laughed at him during class and wrote on a piece of paper something that would ruin that month. I decided to write down something I really regret to this day, and I wrote down the following. I wrote, playing a clarinet is like sucking on a black enter male part here. Yep, I was pretty dumb. I gave him the paper and he laughed at it. I thought we were just having fun, which we were. But this kid decided that it was so funny, he gave it to another kid in our table. Let me tell you about this other kid. Let's name him Tyrone. So Tyrone thought he was the toughest kid in school. Like, he thought he had some game. He was not someone to mess with, okay? He was also very loud. So when he got the paper, he laughed so hard, and everyone in class here heard him. So much kids asked what was on the paper, and I asked for the paper back so I can trash it, but they wouldn't cough it up. And it got to the point where the teacher told Tyrone to give her the paper, which he obeyed like a dog. She reads it, and her face was in shock so much. She asked who wrote it, and my dumbass got up and walked to her desk. She starts talking to me about how this isn't acceptable and that she is going to talk to the principal or Mr. Sanders. Now, Mr. Sanders had a big role in my life. He was the leader of the safety patrol in my school, or the creator of it in our school. And I was in safety patrol, and it felt so good being in it. I basically was more dominant than the basic kids in our school, and I would wear that safety patrol belt and badge everywhere I went. I was also a lieutenant in safety patrol, meaning I was the second highest rank there is, and I was a big role model for people. And my brother Boronic was a captain, which is the highest rank. He got that because the teacher liked the way he was so strict and yelled at the kids if they didn't obey his rules. And the only reason I got in safety patrol is because of him. We're twins. The teacher liked him so much he decided to bring me in. And well, I had always been a good kid in school, never in trouble, followed the rules, and a high rank in safety patrol. Sorry folks, I had to redo some of this video because it just stopped. The audio just cut off from here to another place. So let me just start it up. So when this happened, I felt like my career and reputation was over. I got very sad and I told my friends what had happened, kids that were also in safety patrol. And I told them that I would tell Mr. Sanders what had happened, and they agreed not to say anything until I told him. But this one idiot, I don't know his name, let's just name him Noah, one that I sorta called my friend, had done lied to me. He was a general in the safety patrol, and I knew he was jealous that I was a rank higher than him, and that there were only 2 lieutenants, and I knew he wanted my place. At the end of the day, Noah, Veronica, and I were heading to Mr. Sanders' room, and when we got in, we saw that he was already talking to some kids, so Veronica and I decided to wait. But Noah, the two-sided bastard, went up to Mr. Sanders and yelled, "Mr. Sanders eats around a paper that playing a clarinet is gay and that is like sucking on a black cock." I wanted to beat this kid so hard that he was going to wake up in Mongolia speaking Arabic, but I'm weak so I can't really do that. Mr. Sanders asked me to go to him. He asked me what was wrong, but I couldn't spit a word out. I was crying at that point, and he told me that I was going to be kicked out of safety patrol and to give him my badge, and I obeyed. Walking to the place where the bus line were, I almost cried all the way there. I had spent so much time working and trying to get that rank where I was at, and I just lost all of it because of a dumb mistake. I really wanted to kill myself right then and there. The school didn't tell my parents though, so they didn't know. And 2 weeks after that whole incident, I got sent back to safety patrol. Apparently, Mr. Sanders liked me too much that he could not leave me out of it. But I was sent to a regular safety patrol, not a lieutenant, and I lost my lieutenant badge. But later, I got my lieutenant badge back. I was just that cool, and the teacher just couldn't not give it to me. He liked me too much. And about a month later, after a meeting with all the safety patrols after school, my dad went to pick me and Veronica up. And he asked me this question. Of course, I'm not going to say my real name because I don't say that on YouTube. But, he said, "Captain Liar, were you kicked out of safety patrol?" Damn, he knew. I told him, yeah, I did. I thought I would be in trouble because I told him what I did and what had happened. And surprisingly, they just said, if you're going to say something stupid, don't write it on paper so there would be no evidence. That's literally what they said, and I was glad. You already know I bragged even more to Noah, shoving it in his face that he couldn't kick me out and that I was here to stay. If you liked this video and the things I make, I suggest go checking out my SoundCloud. Yes, I'm trying to make dumb beats, which aren't even that good, but I'm trying at least. So go ahead and subscribe to me, and hit that bell button to never miss a single video I make. And again, this is me signing out. And watching this video right now, I would hug you and thank you for reaching the end. But that's gay. Peace.
Time changed, we're different, but my mind still says redundant things.